Day 4. Lovely morning. On the way from Namche Bazaar at 3,400 meters to hopefully Pengboche at 3,900 meters. Most people go to Tengboche, but Pengboche is just the next town along. So hopefully we get there, maybe 5 to 7 hours of walking. Reasonably flat for the first hour, except for the climb out of Namche Bazaar. And then we go down to the bottom of the valley to the river, and up to Tengboche, and then on to Pengboche. I think I've got that right. I think after Namche Bazaar is when the climb sort of starts to get going. People start to feel the altitude a bit more, and the views are, well, like yesterday. You suddenly go into the valley and you can see all the way up. You can see all the big peaks, including Everest, Ama Dablam, Lhotse. So it gets more and more barren, more alpine, more spectacular, hopefully. Not that this isn't. This is just the warm-up. It's clear. The cloud seems to hover in the mornings over these mountains, but then, whoa, it's completely clear. So we are going up there for the next 5 days. 10 minutes earlier, we would have had them coming around the corner with all the mountains in the background. Oh well, there will be more. Stupa. Look at these guys just surveying their kingdom. Got to keep moving, stay in front of the old yaks. On our way down to the river to pray. If any of you have watched Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? I'm surprised at how woody it is. Although apparently after Pengboche it thins out a lot. Feels like I could be in Switzerland here, except for when you see the mountains, they are twice as large. Up we go to Tengboche. Yeah. I think it's an hour climb. These stairs are a killer. I hate stairs. Why can't it just be a steep slope? It's that sort of sunny alpine temperature where there's just a huge difference between how hot it is in the sun and how cold it is in the shade. It's impossible to keep your temperature how you would want it. This valley is good. Onwards and upwards. Oh, I love that valley. The rays of sun just coming down into it. Sehr good. Apparently Ganesh lied to me. We still have an hour to go. And I thought we were well past halfway. So it's actually a pretty tough climb. It's pretty unrelenting. Can't complain. Came here to hike, so best get on with it. We're getting there. It's flattened out now. About half an hour left. We made it. It's Tengboche, not Tengboche. I was confused. I guess the Nepalese speak with a soft T. So we're gonna have lunch here. It's taken just under 4 hours, which I guess is probably a bit too quick for our liking. Although we were trying to be reasonably slow. Have lunch, visit the monastery, which is there. And then I think it's about an hour to Pengboche, where we shall be sleeping and spending a couple of nights. So we just finished lunch in Tengboche and we are making the hour and a quarter trek to Pengboche. We're on the other side of the hill now, so it doesn't get as much light and the temperature has suddenly dropped. All the streams and pipes that we've seen have been completely frozen, so I think this is when it turns and everything gets a little bit cold. Just had a guy come back from Gorak Shep, which is the last stop for base camp, and he said it was -15 at night and the temperature is supposed to drop by the time we get there. Anyway, onwards. Short little climb before Pengboche, rest, and then Ama Dablam base camp tomorrow. Costa Rica, you have a lot of good hanging bridges or suspension bridges, but I think the Himalayas has you beat hands down. So good. There she is, Pengboche. It's now 2:30, so what is that? 6 and a bit hours round trip. I must admit, my legs were a bit tired going up that last hill. It's been a longish day. But glad we're here instead of staying at Tengboche, because it means that we can do Ama Dablam base camp tomorrow morning, which I'm very excited about because it is an awfully pretty mountain. Looks a bit like the Himalayan Matterhorn, if that makes sense to anybody. So as you go through the gate at the top of the hill, there's a path that goes left and up to higher or upper Pengboche, and one that goes right to lower Pengboche. We are staying at lower Pengboche, and do not be fooled. Another trekker said, oh, the higher one's just there, and Ganesh, my guide, said no, it's over that hill and then over 2 more hills. So the more you know. This is the room in Pengboche. Seems like we're getting more and more basic now. That is usually a toilet, but it's frozen, so we've got to that stage. So it's fairly comfortable there. Decent blanket with the sleeping bag. Should suit for 2 days. It'll be all right. This sunrise was real good. That's a hell of a shot. We made it, Ganesh. We made it.